welcome to Political Squares, Social Plus Africa TV. I am Eswati. On this program, we talk about topical political issues in Nigeria. Now we'll go on a short break, and by the time we return, we're going to be talking about how Nigerians are lamenting over the rejection of old Naira notes. Please stay with me. Okay, thanks for staying with me on the show. I told you that when we return, we're talking about the rejection of the old Naira note. This is a controversial topic for today, and a lot of Nigerians are really going through stress and challenges knowing that they have money in their accounts and they can't use it just because motorists and traders are rejecting the money. Some even say that it's not a legal tender, and some are saying that they are waiting for the president to come out and make a public announcement, just like he did with the 200 Naira note. But is the president ever going to come out to make that announcement, considering that the Supreme Court has already ruled in the favor of the old Naira note? Okay, to go further in this, I have a young Nigerian here who I believe is also going through the same stress, in the person of Bella Gloria Operando. Bella, how do you do today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Thanks for being on the show. Yes, I believe that you have your own challenges too.
Yeah, of course.
So how has it been?
Well, it's been hell in a cell, will I say.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe every other person here in Nigeria is also experiencing the same thing.
Sure.
So I also had so many experiences though, but I must confess it's quite challenging.
Yeah.
You can imagine you wanting to go out from the house just to attend to a business appointment, or probably you have a client waiting for you somewhere.
Yeah.
And only for you to discover that you don't have cash. Going to the POS or going to the bank or ATM or anything at all is quite challenging. Only for them to dispense old Naira notes and the rest of them. And on the other hand, drivers who refuse to take old Naira notes. Some will even request for transfer, and to me, other things. So it's quite challenging, I must say.
Yeah, on the issue of transfer, I guess it's going to be a topic for another day, because I even know that there are motorists that reject, and even traders that reject transfers, and some will charge you extra money for trying to transfer. But that will be a topic for another day, because today's focus is on Nigerians' laments. Okay, on this, let's see what Nigerians are saying. Let's go on the streets and hear what Nigerians are saying about rejection of the old Naira notes.
My advice now, let Buhari come up and speak out, because the court have already ruled it out that we should be collecting the money. And since the Buhari never even talk anything concerning the money now, people are afraid of collecting the money from us. If we collect it, nobody will collect from us, so the money is useless. So let the Buhari come out and speak, because initially he talked about the 200 Naira, and then everybody started collecting the 200 Naira note. But what happened to 1,500 Naira? The court has already ruled out, and Buhari has nothing to say about it. Buhari is not supposed to keep silent. He's supposed to come out and speak and give go ahead. Let everybody begin to collect the money, so that the wahala of this country now will reduce.
I don't even have money for transport to go to school.
It's affecting your school now?
Yes, it's affecting for my school. Even I have if they have cash for POS, for 10,000 they will collect 3,000 Naira.
Hey, it's affecting you?
Yes, sir.
So you can't go to school because of this transport?
Yes, sir. I almost did 1 week. I'm not going to school.
Because no money, any people when we are finding money, they say they not get money. Even machine, they not fit climb it now.
In the long run, it is a good thing for the economy. In the long run. It's only that what we are experiencing, the challenges you mentioned about now, are those things that you definitely not, they must come. They must come because of one, the shortness of time giving and then the number of people. Our financial inclusiveness, the span is so short, it's so small. So that's one of the problems. And again, remember, they didn't even stop people from transacting. The problem is that, okay, network is also a problem where you can even transact online. So it's another issue. So I will even advise all these our financial institutions to see how they can expand their bandwidth so as to contain and receive more transactions. That's this thing. So it's a good thing. You can even notice that it's reduced a lot of crime issues, ransom taking, attack in your household for money, because nobody knows, nobody has the cash. You understand the point now? So that's just the problem. That's just the distance. So it has a lot more advantage than disadvantage. The pains we are going through is a childbirth thing. We'll go through it, we'll learn from there, and then from where we'll progress.
They should bring more new Naira notes so we can have something to spend. Since money till now I've been in the bank, there's no 1 Naira. Even in this bag I'm carrying, no money is inside. I couldn't get any money from anywhere.
The challenge is that the new Naira is scarce, and the old Naira is also scarce. Now the new CBN conflicting rules with the federal government makes it even a lot easier, difficult rather. Like, I may want to collect the old Naira notes, but I don't have a guarantee I'll be able to spend it. So I wouldn't want to collect. So now both the old ones and the new ones are scarce. But the last time I got cash was my company that we had to source for us. We didn't have cash because we now use money to buy money. I think the last time I withdrew was 1,500 for 5,000. Yeah, I'm telling you. Because I was at their mercy and I just needed cash. Like if you want to pay transporters or KK riders or bikemen, they don't have POS. So you have to pay cash. In fact, a couple of days back, I walked from here home because I didn't get cash that day.
If the new one is not available, let them make sure that due to the court that proceeded that the court just gave to Kogi State Governor and Kaduna State Governor and Zamfara State Governor, if the old one can circulate from now to December, they should help us because we are the one that voted for them. But now we are suffering. They should have human sympathy.
For you to go to get money now is very, very hard. Even in the bank, you cannot get cash anywhere. So it's making life more hard to people and difficult.
Because my market is not by the way I used to sell it before. And people owe me. And some they will transfer it, I will not see a lot because of network. They should release the money. There's no money anywhere. People are suffering.
So my advice, may they try to release the money so that everything will be okay with us. So that everybody will enjoy. Even for newborn babies where they just give birth now, all of them, they are not happy.
Okay, you've heard Nigerians, right? That's actually funny, and it's very frustrating, to be very honest. It's very, very frustrating. And without money, in as much as some people say money is the root of all evil, money also makes things easy. Yes, so it doesn't, I wish that Nigerians will not really bother whether it's old currency or new currency. Whatever is said to be done should be done. I'm very grateful that the governor of Ondo State and the governor of Kogi State are actually taking measures. Some people said, caption it as threaten. They said the governor of Kogi said threaten people who are rejecting the old Naira notes. So what would you suggest the government should do concerning this challenge?
On my suggestion, I feel the president and other persons should also look towards, getting these things done and making the whole thing easy for us, because we are already on it already. So we need a solution. And I can tell you that so many Nigerians are running out of patience. And before you know, now some persons start posting on other different things on social medias. You can imagine.
Well, would you support the opinion that the president should also come out and tell Nigerians to collect the 500 Naira notes and the 1,000 Naira notes?
I will also support that, because I feel that's what Nigerians want to hear.
Yes.
They want to hear his voice and not any other person's voice, because he was actually the one that implemented it. So he should be the one to come out and also say the same thing. I feel that's what Nigerians want.
Yeah. Honestly, it's actually a challenge that I believe the government should be the one to handle. And if only the president will also agree with us here in the studio, it would be good and actually quite reasonable to come out and urge Nigerians, or maybe tell Nigerians, to collect the old 500 naira note and the 1000 naira note, because some banks also are rejecting the money when they are being taken to them. Okay, that's it today on Political Square. You can send your questions and maybe suggestions to us on our social media handles displaying on your screen. And you can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter. All the social media handles displaying here are ours. And we'll be very happy to have you follow us. Well, that's it today on Political Square. I hope to come your way next week to discuss pressing matters. Thanks for being here. Goodbye.